close.
हेलो गाइस, कैसे हो सब लोग। वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। आज खेल रहे हैं भाई हॉगवर्ट्स पार्ट 7।
Incendio.
पता नहीं यार इससे क्या करना है, समझ में नहीं आता। उससे रिवैल्यू करने पे दिखाई तो देते हैं सब हमें। हाँ, अभी हमें नेटी से मिलने जाना है। नेटी ने हमें बुलाया था, उसका मैसेज मिला था नेटी का, तो अभी नेटी से मिलने जाना है। नेटी है युगांडा से, द गर्ल फ्रॉम युगांडा। देखो लिख के आ रहा है, ये रही नेटी। राउंड 3 ओके भाई, राउंड 3 भी आ गया उसका, वो बाद में करेंगे। पहले अभी चल लेते हैं यहाँ से। ओके लेट्स गो।
What are you up to now?
सबसे सही लगता है भाई, बुक खोलो सीधे, ये मैजिकल लाइन आ जाती है, इसी को फॉलो करते रहो, टास्क पे ले जाएगी अगर तुमने टास्क को ट्रैक कर रखा है तो। चलो चले यहाँ से। बनाए कितना प्यारा है हॉगवर्ट्स। आ गए बाहर हम।
Revelio.
रिवैल्यू को यूज करके भाई आसपास जितनी भी चीजें छिपी हुई हैं सब दिखती हैं अपने को। लाइब्रेरी वाली जगह लग रही है ये तो। हाँ लाइब्रेरी में ही है, हॉक्सफील्ड। नेटी में हॉक्सफील्ड में मिलेगी, लोअर हॉक्सफील्ड में। चलो बाहर चल के देखते हैं। मतलब बाहर बहुत प्यारा व्यू दिखता है हॉगवर्ट्स का, इतना प्यारा सनवन होता है। गेम बहुत प्यारा हो रहा है। ये क्या चीज है, वेट। ऑलराइट, कुछ आया है भाई यहाँ पे। अच्छा ये पेंटिंग वाला पजल सॉल्व होगा, उस टाइम मुझे पता नहीं
Hello.
चला था कैसे
I don't
सॉल्व
believe
करना है,
we've
तो
met.
यहाँ पे
Oh,
अब ये
hello.
बताएगी।
I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough.
मेरे ख्याल से यहाँ पे आके लूमस वाला अपना मैजिक करना है, उसके बाद ही पजल सॉल्व हो जाएगा। ये देखो डार्क डार्क भी दिख रहा है।
That spot must be a clue.
कुछ पेंटिंग दिखा
I
रहा
should look
है।
around in case it's
एक
nearby.
बटरफ्लाई मिसिंग है, देखो नीचे है, बाकी सब जगह बटरफ्लाई है। भाई बटरफ्लाई ढूंढनी है। ये जगह देखी सी लग रही है। अच्छा वो मार्क दिखा रहा है, वहां पे एक बटरफ्लाई और होगी, उसको लाके यहाँ पे डालना है मेरे ख्याल से।
This looks like the location
हाँ,
from
ये
the
रही।
painting. What could be so
अब इसको
special
बुलाऊं
about
कैसे?
it?
ओके
Let's get you back to your
लूमस
frame,
करती आ
little
गई,
moth.
चिपक गई मेरी छड़ी पे। ये सही है भाई, जा भाई, जागी कैसे जाना। के लूमस हटाती चली गई है।
I
हो
should
गया
tell
भाई
Lenora
सॉल्व,
that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
कुछ मिला है। ये पता है इसमें बुक के बहुत सारे पेज कलेक्ट करने होते हैं। उसको बता दें चल के कि हमने पजल सॉल्व कर लिया है। वो लड़की बहुत देर से यहाँ खड़ी हुई है।
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
ओके भाई चलो अपने लोग अपने ओरिजिनल टास्क पे चलते हैं नेटी से मिलने। देखो छोटे मोटे टास्क पूरे करने पे ना जो रास्ते में मिलते हैं भाई लेवल इंक्रीज हो जाती है। ये भाई कर रहा लग रहा है। वो देखो लूमस कर रहा है वहाँ पे बैठी बैठी लड़की। कितना अच्छा फाउंटेन है। अरे मैंने ट्रैक नहीं कर रहा था उसे, अभी ट्रैक करना पड़ेगा क्वेस्ट को। गर्ल फ्रॉम युगांडा। हमें शायद हर्बोलॉजी की क्लास भी लेनी है इसमें जाके। आज इसमें हैरी पॉटर में जो पेड़ होता है ना, स्टार्टिंग में हैरी पॉटर आता है वो खाड़ते हैं वो चीखता है, वही वाला पेड़ है इसमें। अभी दिखाएंगे देखना हर्बोलॉजी की क्लास में। ये क्या है? यहाँ पे कुछ पक्का होगा देगा। उसको अलग ही सा दिख रहा था वो एकदम। वहाँ पे एक और बॉक्स है वो भी दिखाते हैं ये क्या चीज है। आ गए भाई हॉगवर्ट्स क्विडिच। ये तो क्विडिच वाला जगह लग रहा है जहाँ पे इनका गेम होता है ना, वो झाड़ू से उड़ने वाला। क्विडिच ही तो नाम होता है उसका शायद, ना याद नहीं मेरे को। भाई कितना प्यारा व्यू लग रहा है, देख रहे हो ग्रास वगैरह कितनी अच्छी लग रही है। गेम भाई बहुत अच्छा बनाया इन लोगों ने ये। ये हल्का सा ब्लर ब्लर सा क्यों दिख रहा है आगे? अरे यार मैंने फील्ड व्यू कम कर रखा है, अभी इसको ज्यादा कर लूंगा इसलिए दिख रहा था। कम नहीं किया, ये अपने आप ही होगा, मैंने कम नहीं किया। मशरूम्स कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं। वो देखो सामने उसको क्या नाम था उसका? हेनरी नाम होता है, क्या नाम होता है? हैरी पॉटर का दोस्त होता है उसका, रॉन वीजली के भाई को उड़ा देते ना जो ब्रिज पटाखों वाले, उससे वही वाला ब्रिज है ये। ये देखो कुछ लेके जा रहा है। इसमें ऐसे ही चलता है भाई, बंदे अपना अलग ही मैजिक वाली चीजें लेके जाते रहते हैं और मैजिक करते रहते हैं इधर उधर। हॉगवर्ट्स देखो ये रहा। चलो मैंने वो फील्ड व्यू वाला अपना फिक्स कर लिया। अब देखो सब कुछ क्लियर दिख रहा है दूर तक। कितनी प्यारी जगह है भाई। बहुत प्यारी जगह है। ये हैग्रिड का घर लग रहा है। वही है वही है वही है। ये देखो चिकन घूम रहा है, इसको मारते हैं। अरे मरा नहीं यार, उड़ भी नहीं रहा है, जल गया शायद। अरे हाँ उसके पिछवाड़े पे आग लग गई भाई, रॉकेट की तरह भाग रहे हैं। फिर जलाते हैं। अरे बच गया। अभी कम स्पेल्स मिली है हमें, और स्पेल्स मिलेंगी। अभी 4-5 स्पेल्स ही मिले, अभी तो गेम शुरू हुआ है। बहुत बड़ा गेम है यार ये,
Incendio!
मेरे ख्याल से बड़ा होना चाहिए। इसमें वो भी में आता है, लॉर्ड वोल्डेमॉर्ट। उसका मैं देखा था, एक बंदा उससे खेल रहा था वोल्डेमॉर्ट वाले कैरेक्टर से।
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
ये लड़की कैसी खड़ी है यहाँ पे, इसके पास चलते हैं, देखते हैं क्या बोलती है। नेटी तो उधर खड़ी है उस साइड में, पहले इससे बात करते हैं। पानी कितना प्यारा लग रहा है।
Hello, can I help you?
हेलो, कैन आई
Oh,
हेल्प
thank
यू?
goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I
थोड़े
know your
क्वेश्चन पूछ ही
family?
लेते हैं इससे।
That's like asking why
मैं
the
इसकी मदद
sky
बाद में
is
करूंगा
blue
यार,
or
अभी मैं
grass
नेटी
is
के पास ही
green.
जाऊंगा।
The Pinch Smedley name is
समझ गया मैं,
synonymous
इसमें
with
लेक के अंदर जाना है,
intellectual
डुबकी मारनी है,
curiosity.
इसका ग्रैंडफादर
We
का
are
सामान है, वो
known
निकाल
for
के
our
सिर्फ देना है।
contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusty
पता है मैं
beyond
जब भी कोई
repair
ऐसी
now.
इनकी देखो इतना अच्छा
Still,
टूल्स है,
we'd
कोई
love to
एस्ट्रोनॉमी
have it
टूल्स है
returned
इसका,
to us.
अब पता है
It
मैं
would be like getting
दे
a bit
देता
of
हूँ
my
इनको वापस,
grandparents back.
लेकिन मैं कभी ट्राई मारूंगा उनको वापस ना देके खुद यूज करने का, देखूंगा उसका क्या यूज
It
होता है।
sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and
इससे
tide
ज्यादा ही
schedule.
लंबी बात कर
My
ली हमने, अब
best
चलो यहाँ
guess
से
is
चले,
that it's just
इरिटेट कर
over
लिया।
there, about a furlong from the dock.
खत्म कर यार।
It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
चलो
I do
निकले यहाँ से।
hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
नेटी खड़ी हुई है, चलो उसके पास चले, वैसे भी रात होने वाली है।
It is good to see you, my friend. It is good to
सॉरी यार,
see
2
you,
मिनट
my
के लिए चला गया था,
friend.
रात हो गई अब तक तो, चलो नेटी से बात करें।
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
इसको बताऊं ना बताऊं, प्रोफेसर फेज ने हमें किसी को भी बताने को मना किया है सीक्रेट्स को, या रेगनॉर्क जो है ना उसके बारे में बताने को, तो मैं नहीं बताऊंगा.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow.
वो
Perhaps they
रॉकवुड
mistook me for another
और
student.
हार्लो.
A bit odd.
All right.
The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
चलो अपना एक टास्क पूरा हो गया. वहां पे जाना, वहां पे चीखने की आवाज आ रही थी, अपने आप एक नया टास्क मिल गया. चल के देखते हैं वहां क्या होगा.
Lumos.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is
यहाँ
you
पे तो
think I might
झगड़ा
have
चल
seen.
रहा है. लड़ाई
I've
करनी
been
पड़ेगी
busy
लग
with
रहा
my
है.
research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
हो गया पंगा भाई. इनको तो घुमा घुमा के मारूंगा. गए दो. ये भाई कोई नया तगड़ा बंदा आया है, पहली बार देखूं मैं इसे.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
चलो
Go
इससे
there!
पहले.
Stop!
अरे एक दो बंदे और आ गए यार.
You'll take this student off of my gate!
गया उसको. यार इसका आर्मर तगड़ा है. ये मेरी फायर चार्म से टूट सकता है अगर मैं इसके पास जा पाऊँ तो. मारे पड़े. ये वो दोनों चले गए. अब यही रह गया, इसको भी मार लेंगे. गया हार मर गया उसका. अब ये भी जाएगा. खत्म. मर गया. चलो अब आंटी से बात करते हैं. चल के आंटी
What
क्या
on earth
बोलेंगे.
just happened? I've never been accosted
एक
in such a
मिनट.
manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
टास्क तो मिल गया. स्पीक विद द स्ट्रेंजर. चलो चलें.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies, they seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone
इसमें पता है
named
इंडियन
Priya.
करेक्टर बहुत ज्यादा है
my
देखो एक
wife.
प्रिया आ गई
She's
अभी
the
थोड़ी
one
देर
who
पहले
piqued
अमित
my
था एक
interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth
बे
studying.
यार कितनी बकवास
Well,
करनी
I
पड़ती है
think
इनसे
anything
बात कर करके इनसे
concerning
इंफॉर्मेशन
Merlin
लेनी
is worth
पड़ती है उसके
pursuing,
अकॉर्डिंग ही
and
चलना
I
पड़ता
shall
है
have you know, no one has
Explore करने
yet
वाला game है ये
managed to
काफी।
figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each
यार मेरे को
swirl
अगला
in
टास्क
Merlin's
करना है
writing
इससे
has a
बकवास करनी पड़
symbol
रही है
in the center.
जल्दी जाओ बूढ़ी
That
आंटी
started me thinking,
टास्क बताओ
what if?
The
मुझे
Mallowsweet
क्या
is meant to
करना
be
है
placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I
चलो भाई
brought a
इसके
trunk
बॉक्स से लीफ
chock full
निकालनी है
of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
मैलो स्वीट स्मेल
This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
मिल गई
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Lumos.
Word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
ये तो यार बहुत
What
प्यारा
should I
लग
do
रहा है
now?
मैं ऐसी स्ट्रक्चर काफी जगह देखा था मुझे समझ में नहीं आया था क्या करना है अब समझ में आया है
I am curious about these pyres.
ये तो मेरे को पता है इसे मैं समझ गया था
Incendio.
फायर मैजिक करना है यहाँ पे हुआ नहीं
Incendio.
हो गया भाई
The flames make the pyre sink.
पजल है ये एक टाइप का खोपड़ी खाली हो जाएगी अच्छे खासे बंदों की करना क्या है यहाँ पे अगर उसकी बात नहीं सुनेंगे तो
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio.
भाई कितना प्यारा इसने बनाया स्ट्रक्चर ये तो बहुत प्यारा है भाई.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a
समझ गया मैं
success.
भाई क्या
We
करना है.
can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
चलो भाई क्विज भी कंप्लीट हो गया. अब हमें जाना है हर्बोलॉजी की क्लास में. ये देखो पैकिंग देखो कितनी कर रही हो रही है. अरे उड़नछू हो गई. हर्बोलॉजी की क्लास लेनी है अब बस जाके. चलो चलते हैं.
Off on another adventure, are we?
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Protego. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
You certainly sound like you have opinion on this.
I bet Black could tell a few tales about his days at Hogwarts.
Accio!
Student,
I don't mind living in dormitory.
Can't wait till I'm old enough to apparate. No more falling.
Destined to be a glorious beater if Quidditch hadn't been cancelled this year. I was.
Madame Kagawa certainly. Some of us.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
चलो भाई अपनी हर्बोलॉजी क्लास शुरू हो गया अब इसमें वो हैरी पॉटर वाला पेड़ उखेड़ना है हमें
Let's see if we can't
मजा
make
आएगा
our
यार
fibrous
इसमें
friends a bit more comfortable, shall
करके
we?
देखते हैं
First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and
हाँ
give
भाई
it a
वही वाला
firm
सीन है
tug.
अंदर कानों में उसने वो लगवा लिया अब अंदर से निकालेगा बहुत शोर काटेगा ये
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil!
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
I adore playing wizard chess with my siblings. A bit violent, but Father says it's a good way to get out our frustrations.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the Chinese chomping cabbages. They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge. Mr. Pruitt will assist you with them.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
I'm not entirely in agreement with what you're saying, but I do see your point.
What are you up to now?
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wait.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Okay guys, thanks for watching the video. वीडियो को लाइक करना, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना. बाय बाय.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.